Hi, this is Mike from Dimensional Walking. And today I'm going to title my video. It's going to be a question in form of a question. And the question is, are advanced alien civilizations the creator of our ancient stone structures? Okay, that's the question. So let's dive in a little bit. So there are five Pyramid Hills near the town of Vizico in northwest Sarajevo. Okay. Some say they are over 10,000 years old and could be the largest of such structures in the world. Wow. But there is a lot of debate about this one. Okay. It will probably take some years to sort everything out about these structures. But the excavation continues on these structures, these pyramids, I guess we'll call them. Yeah, they are pyramids, uh, by a group of international archaeologists. The History Channel, who did a special on this, and I got some information from them, recently did this special, and what they showed was the evidence of the possibility of these amazing old structures. There was also a series of, and within the information, they talked about a series of tunnels that went under for miles, connecting these pyramids. So there's pyramids above, and then there's these tunnels below connecting them, which are tremendous feats in their own right. So they use some special sound radar, um, and show that under the layers of earth and the vegetation, the structures had this kind of concrete layer, concrete that was heated, they estimate, to 500 degrees. It was made of material not found in today's cement. So, some really special stuff. Okay. Uh, these are similar to stone structures in Peru that are molded stone that are fit together like tight pieces of a puzzle. Okay. A friend of mine went there and looked at them and just could not believe her eyes what she was looking at with these puzzle pieces that are like molded together basically. And scientists say that these fitted stones made excellent anti-earthquake structures. Okay. And has earthquakes, um, and in most parts of the world have earthquakes. So, anyways, they were, whoever created them were thinking a lot about earthquakes, I guess. So, who is responsible for these dozen of amazing structures around the world? Many dozen. Okay, it isn't just a few dozen; it's many dozen. So, and there's more of them. I guess the other thing that's important to know, there's more of them being discovered all the time. And this is not to consider the the possibly hundreds, maybe thousands of structures that are still undiscovered underneath the ocean. Um, so strongly suggest that the responsible party of all this is, I'd say, interdimensional beings, alien advanced beings, but I think some of them could be interdimensional. So they came here, and with a little help of the locals, okay, the Egyptians and all the other civilizations, human civilizations, they built these structures, okay? They were used for as religious ceremonial platforms and possibly star observatories. Also, the location of these structures, many of them are on energy lines, grid lines, so that there's possible to harness some type of global free energy. Another possibility would be that these structures were beacons for inbound ships to lock onto and be drawn through the vortex portal. And, and lastly, the pyramid structures could be large cover for a vortex opening, keeping the general public from seeing the strange activity as stuff is moved in and out of this vortex area. Okay? So those are some of the general things, but let's look a little closer at some of the potential connections of these interdimensional beings and these structures. So, advanced technology. The construction, as I said before, was precise, and many of these ancient structures exhibit a level that is beyond any of the capabilities known at that time. Not to say that even now it isn't so advanced. Okay, this has love. This has led some to speculate they may have received assistance from beings of advanced knowledge or technology. And I'm talking about the locals. Okay, the locals probably did some of the work, but some advanced civilization gave them the technology. Some of the ancient structures could not be duplicated today with our with our present equipment, such as the Great Pyramids. I worked with a group that was trying to do something called the Olympics of the Pyramids, and they were gathering people. I just happened to have done a couple of Olympic games, so for some reason they thought I'd be interested in this. I don't know how the project kept on going, but I think they had about $25 million. And the project was they were going to go take people from all over the world, engineers, etc., logistic people like myself, get the equipment to Egypt or somewheres in Egypt and duplicate what the great pyramids of the past and try to duplicate them, or at least duplicate at least one of them. They looked at it and then they came to a conclusion. What I heard eventually, what conclusion that they couldn't do it. They didn't have there wasn't the equipment to do it in the world, and there wasn't really the genius, the engineers to do it. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to probably say BS to that. We have the technology to do it, but these people were pretty sharp that we're going to do this project and spend a bunch of money, and he decided not to spend the money to do that. So I think they ended up using the money to look for these structures under the ocean. I think that was the final what I heard. Anyways, so one of the other things is the astronomical astrological alignments. Some pyramids and other structures align with specific celestial bodies or events, suggesting a deep understanding of astronomy and possible connection to the extraterrestrial beings or interdimensional entities. Okay? So that's, we talked about that. I mentioned that previous, and also there's all kinds of information out there about how these things have an alignment. The Stonehenge, the Great Pyramids have a special alignment. Another one is sacred geometry. Ge- ge- uh, Geometry, the patterns that are found in the ancient structures, such as the pyramids, are often associated with sacred geometry, which is believed to be has energetic or spiritual properties. This could suggest a connection to beings who understand and manipulate these energies. Okay, so there you go. Consciousness and sound is the next thing. Some proponents of this theory argue that these structures may have been designed to resonate with specific frequencies or vibrations, allowing for the communication or interaction with these beings from other dimensions. I also believe, from what I've seen on small scale, that sound and vibration can levitate large stones or large rocks. I saw small ones being levitated with sound and vibration, and I don't see why that couldn't be done at a grander scale. Levitate some of these huge stones into place. Let's say for like the Great Pyramid stones, which are astronomically heavy. Okay, I don't even remember 50, 100 tons, which I don't know if we have any equipment that can actually lift that. Then we have the ancient astronaut theory, visitation and the transfer of knowledge. This theory postulates that extraterrestrial beings visit the Earth in the past and shared their knowledge and technology with ancient civilizations, leading to the construction of these monuments. Okay, so that's kind of like a summary of some of the things I've been saying. Then there's this other theory, I guess it's called interdimensional portals, energy conduits. Some believe that these structures may be designed to act as energy conduits or portals, allowing for the travel between dimensions and the planes of existence. So as time passed, the non-humans, whatever it is, aliens, interdimensional beings, left very quickly, probably as quickly as they came. And the locals started using these stone structures for their own agendas. Okay. The Egyptians would be one example. These structures are also, as I've said, all these structures are very amazing, and many present day scientists have stated. And again, going back to what I told you about the Pyramid Olympics, I think I called it, we could not duplicate these today, even with what our two 2024 dollars tell us is the greatest technology ever. I mean, we like to brag about our technology, right? We couldn't do it. So I believe man didn't create these structures, someone or something did. And we, for the most part, can't ever perceive of their possibility. Back then, anyways. I think now we can at least perceive of their possibility. Are we living in a multidimensional world where non human beings can move easily between worlds and create these structures here and then leave their magnificent monuments behind? Let me know your thoughts. Okay, I'm sure there's a lot of people with a lot of thoughts about this subject. So, finally, I want to say go in peace and love. See you. Bye bye.